turn your CRM into a revenue generating machine. We are speaking about the tool, of course, and the misconception is always, okay, I buy the tool, I install the tool, and then money will come. It doesn't work like that. The tool, while you buy it, is just a kind of virgin, kind of white piece of paper with some tables in that. Just imagine a spreadsheet with some headlines, and you should start feeding it with data, but before, in advance, you should setting up properly, because that's the most important phase. Because a lot of companies, a lot of solopreneurs are starting implementing the CRM with a lot of useless attributes, a lot of useless fields, because they have that idea, that use case they believe is super cool, is super effective, and it would drive a lot of money to them just because they send WhatsApp through the CRM or email marketing through the CRM. Why? Because the vendors, most of cases, show us that if you run the proper use case through their platform, you will make a lot of money. If we think about LinkedIn automations, scrapers of email, that kind of stuff, actually is not a warranty of getting more money and selling more just because you got that email address. There are thousands of ways of making money and interacting with your ideal customer profile. You don't really need to scrape their emails, So it's still a good method, but you should use it properly. Okay. And with CRM is exactly the same thing. So it's not the software. It's not because you bought Salesforce rather than Microsoft that you're gonna sell more. It's about the capability of the platform, of course, but is, as I said, a prior strategy setup that you want to implement, that you want to design, that you want to address, that will make the huge difference. Okay, but now you want to see how could I transform my CRM in my software into a revenue machine. Okay, I can tell from my experience because I worked with several countries and clients, and I multiplied the revenue just passing from Excel to a CRM. But not because we passed through Excel, from Excel to CRM, that they made 2-3 per in monthly revenue. Or in my wife's clinic, we multiplied through 2-3 per year by year. It's not because we installed a proper CRM. It's not because of that. It's because of the proper setup, the proper mapping of the process, and the proper translation of these processes that have been mapped in a document, in a spreadsheet, in a Miro file, that we delivered the proper translation into the software with automations, task reminders, notifications, and so on. I make you a quick example so you would understand what I mean. If at the moment you are handling your leads into a spreadsheet, or you are handling you have a sales team and they're using an agenda, a paper agenda, and basically you don't know how many opportunities they are dealing, or you receive once a month a spreadsheet in which they commit to sell certain amount of products or services to their prospects because they have a list of these prospects, maybe coming from ERP because they are previous clients, or I don't know. In that case, you have a process in which you discuss. Of course, I'm speaking about sales right now, but in marketing is very similar. We could discuss that we could have certain revenue, certain pipeline, and we do a discussion, and then for maybe 1 week they're left alone with that spreadsheet and they try to accomplish their goal, their target, their commitment to achieve this revenue, but without feeding any platform, any software. And you interact just with the emails, SMS, WhatsApp, or I don't know, and you call each other to update every day regarding every deals. But you don't have, you have some procedures maybe in place, but this is totally different from having a CRM in place with tasks, with compelling event, clearly exposed, with scorecards about why this prospect is not closing yet, with certain amount of percentage of confidence of this opportunity, why I expect to close that deal by the end of the month, or why not? What are the objections? What is the next step? When is the date that we're gonna meet again? This kind of information is crucial, having them into the CRM and interacting like a summary of the meetings, the email that they're sending to the customers, to the prospect, and their answer if it comes, the number of follow-ups I'm having to that customer. That's why having this kind of procedure in place in the proper software, with the proper automation, with the proper notification if the sales rep is not working correctly, that's the kind of the rules and procedures that transform a software into an engine for growth. So it's nothing special, it's not rocket science, it's just about working well, not with the idea of making more money, but with the idea in giving a better service during the sales process to the customer. Because if I'm committing myself as a salesperson at the moment to do a follow up with you in 2 days, and I feed it all the information, like the compelling event or the percentage of confidence that I will close that deal, I have been obliged by certain procedures to do the discovery, for example. So to ask you certain questions, because if I don't have that information, I couldn't feed the CRM with the proper information. If I just pitched slapped you, I don't know a lot of stuff about you. So I'm not following, in that case, the proper sales process. Okay. And my manager couldn't really help me in closing that deal. So that's why I'm saying that not just me, I have proven results that justify that express that. The fact that if I'm using, sorry, the proper system with the proper procedures, I can multiply my revenue month after month. But of course, I should have done this kind of reasoning in advance. And trust me, the the the, the experience of the companies is not related to building procedures like this and formalizing them. I have built a lot of tons of documents about what should I do in this case, what is the next step, and blah blah blah. So it's writing procedures, so kind of operations. And second thing, translating this kind of stuff into technology is something that just people don't know how to do that, because a lot of people don't know technology and business at the same time. So the problem in that case is just translating from one language, which is the business language, to the software language. It's very very high risky, because if I know, because I know the business, that I want to have a certain thing into the CRM, but I don't have the idea how complicated is that. Maybe I ask my developers, my system integrators, and blah blah blah, to build a silly thing, but they take months to achieve something that is useless, maybe, or very not very important on a business perspective. That's why I'm saying it's crucial to start in advance with an audit about the current sales process, what we want to achieve in terms of goals, and what's the technology we could count on. And if we do this kind of exercise properly, I can guarantee that we save a lot of time just keeping stupid things that are not priority in terms of business. We just develop or slightly customize the most important things in the CRM, and we train our sales rep in working with the proper methods. Okay, so everybody in the company is aligned. I repeat, I'm speaking about sales, but it's the same thing in marketing, in sales, and in contact center. The process is exactly the same. So if we do this kind of exercise for all the aims of the CRM, all the 3 pillars of the CRM, the success is guaranteed. I really hope this helps, and I can demonstrate that this brought a lot of revenue, a lot of growth to my clients, to my ex partners. So if you are more interested in learning more about some case studies and how they overcame these kind of challenges, just let me know, because I have thousands of paper and material that could help you with that. Thank you for the attentions. And if you have any questions, I'm here to support.